A brand new feature series premieres tonight here on Action News at 6.
And it's all about happiness in the workplace. CKCO's Frank Lynn joins us now. Happiness in the workplace. Frank, what's that all about?
Well, Krista, we bring so many stories to our viewers about strikes and strife in the workplace. We started to wonder, is anybody out there happy working? And it turns out there are a lot of people happy at work, and most of them are simply enjoying what comes naturally.
So who will we meet tonight?
Well, he's a man who turned a boyhood interest into a livelihood, and despite some awful hardships, including the loss of his wife and an auto accident that severed his vocal cords, he still manages to keep his life on track and pursue his labor of love.
Ever since we were hit by a railroad, trains were coming through steam engines back in those days.
About 15 years ago, that childhood fascination with trains returned in the form of a hobby. Bruce Kennard's skills building model train sets impressed people, and they turned to him for help.
Can you fix this? Can you fix that? And I'd fix it. And I've always been mechanically inclined. So I enjoyed doing it. And then I had to learn how to do painting in that day, too. GP38s are coming out as well. But we've ordered them, but they're not in yet.
The hobby became a business 11 years ago when ill health forced Bruce to leave his hospital job. He's recently moved the model shop from Stratford to the main street of Baden.
We're never going to be a millionaire by no means, but, you know, we're very happy with what we have now. And I don't know what else I can really say, and like, it's not, it's supporting my family right now and things like that, and that's the main thing for me.
Bruce Kennard loves his job because he's doing what he wants to. Figuring out what you want to do is the first step to being happy, according to workplace expert Jim Clemmer. He says you've got to deal with some fundamental questions.
Do I have a sense of, in 5 years from now, if I were doing the ideal job and living the ideal life, do I have a sense of what that would look like? Secondly, what are my principles, my values, my core beliefs?
Bruce Kennard was able to turn a hobby into an income. For that, he considers himself fortunate most of the time.
Some days not so fortunate, because like you say in the morning when you open the doors and we pray. It's iffy, but it's something I enjoy, and I have no bosses per se. You know, people have to pay my bills too. That's about it. But we try to keep on top of that. But, no, it's very relaxing. There's not the stress in this that some people that work for an employer have.
So he's built a great business out of a very traditional hobby. What are his plans for the future, Frank?
Now that the shop is opened in Baden, he's turning his attention to the internet. Not surprisingly, I guess, the future of hobbies and railroading might be in the internet, and that will add a new dimension to Bruce's business.
What's coming up next, Frank?
Well, we'll continue to explore what's making people happy in their work, and here's a preview of what we'll see in the coming days.